107 South Parish Road, Winchester, New Hampshire. Map M1L17, 20, let's see, it's for $384.47.
Mr. Timber tax.
Timber tax.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion passes. Okay, so with no more town business, I'll open the floor up to, for 15 minutes to the floor. Anybody?
Kelly Kolansky, 174 Old Hinsdale Road, Asheville. There was a woman speaking maybe last week or the week before. I believe her name was Mary. She was talking about a program or trying to work with the police department. That's something that's been happening in the Brattleboro area, and wanting to maybe bring that up to the select board, see if it's something that our town would be interested in engaging with. And I thought it would be important for the select board to have as much information about that as possible. I do have, if you're interested, a article from the Brattleboro Reformer dated December 30th, 2020, that is about that that report that came out of that. I do have access to the full report, which is public, and I can absolutely bring that next week if anybody's interested. But this does just highlight a few of the recommendations that came out of that report for the town of Brattleboro. That includes things such as ending the police social worker position, disarming officers for certain calls and events, decoupling police from welfare checks, reducing police in the communities where there are Black, Indigenous, people of color. So I think there's a lot more information to that, and I feel like it would be important for you guys to have as much information as possible if it were something you were to entertain.
She was, I spoke to her afterwards, and she was going to bring us over a schedule and have a meeting with the select board, and so we could go over what she has. And I think it's a good idea. Listen.
I'd like to have a copy of that, if you could, please.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yes, I will. Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, she was going to get together and bring it over to us so that we could act on that. But thank you.
And thank you.
Again, I think it's a good idea. You know. Teresa?
Teresa Seppi. I'd just like to bring up to the attention, I would like the select board and maybe the school board to get together, and I'm concerned with the election coming up, and I don't know if anybody's been here. I'm sure you guys have been. There's going to be a lot of traffic on that particular day, on election day. They're going to have it up at the school, so I'm concerned with the safety of the children and the parents during pickup and drop-off times, because there's going to be so many vehicles and kids and people going in to vote. So I don't know if we could do something to help better ensure the safety of the kids and the parents that are picking the kids up and dropping them off.
You want to address that, please?
Actually, the school is doing a remote day. We have permission to do a remote day on May 11th. So there won't be any students or staff on site. It'll just be available for voting.
Thank you.
We're doing a fully remote day. Yep, so we won't have school on site that day.
Natalie Cavedo, 112 Ashwila Street. I am just here to ask that the select board make a motion to approve a scrap dumpster for the cleanup day that we're having on April 24th. So we have a dumpster that was donated by Dana's Containers. Thank you, Dana's Containers. But in addition to that, we would like to place a scrap dumpster as well for town residents to come and place scrap in. That will be that money will be donated to the sports boosters, and it will be placed on the 23rd of April until we fill it. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to fill that pretty fast.
Is that from Dana?
No, the scrap dumpster is coming from Scrap It.
Coming from Scrap It?
Yeah,
So now, when you say scrap, just anything?
Tires.
any metal,
Yeah.
so long as it doesn't have fluid in it. So like propane tanks, no fluid.
How about tires and stuff?
No tires, scrap, metal scrap.
That's it.
Yeah, and then the Dana's Containers dumpster also has provisions to not go in there. So no tires, we don't want mattresses, we don't want fluid, we don't want TVs. Anything hazardous is going to go in the Dana's Containers. But the cleanup,
She ain't gonna have to take nothing then if she don't take all that stuff, 'cause that's all they got.
yeah, right? But yeah, no, so the town cleanup's going to be great. Todd's actually going to use his truck, go around, pick up a bunch of stuff. So it's a great community effort. So we're just looking for approval for that scrap dumpster to be put over
I think
there.
it's a good idea.
I would ask that you put it on the post office side up against the cement wall. That
Okay.
way it's out of,
For the scrap dumpster? Okay.
what?
Right, away from the fire.
Yeah.
So this, like in the middle by the
Yep.
post office?
Yep, correct, up against that cement wall.
Okay, I can let them know.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Motion passes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chan,
Sure.
while we're on this topic of the townwide cleanup, it was brought up to me, was asked if I would bring it up, and I thought it was a great idea. Either a 1 week period in the spring or the fall, or one spring, one fall, you know, basically Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday that the dump is open. Waive the fees of anything that we charge for now, tires, mattresses, appliances, because in the long run, which I agree, it will save the town money, because right now we pay a highway to pick up the stuff that's in the ditch or, you know, dragged out in the woods a little bit or whatever. So if we gave the town a couple of free weeks during the year that they could drop out. And I don't want a decision made tonight, that's a full board's decision, but I did want to bring it up so you could think about it.
I think we're also gonna have to discuss that with MDS, because they're the ones that eat the cost.
Yeah, well, when we get them in, we can ask.
Well, that would be, that'd be outside of the contract.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
actually, I was supposed to, sorry to cut you off, Jack, there. I was actually here tonight. That was the other thing I had discussed, was to basically ask for permission to hold the townwide cleanup twice a year. So that way, like Jack said, to reduce the cost on people.
You're limiting it to certain things. Now, in my case, across the road, where the old road went around, Vermont people have been coming over there dumping tires with rims in them and everything. Now I gotta pick them up, take them to the dump, and I gotta fight with the dump to take them.
Right.
I think it's something that it should be anything go.
Oh, that's right, bring all my stuff.
Everybody could clean out their yard, right? Oh, I know. I live right on the backside of the rail trail, and half that rail trail is tires. My neighbor's got like a stack of tires. Like, oh man, it's like 4 feet high by 30 feet long, just stack that he pulled out of the wetland. But I think in us expanding the town cleanup, we could come to include those tires. I know there's a couple of recycling programs that will come, bring us dumpsters. We could throw all those tires in the dumpsters. They're going to grind them down, and we'll be able to pave, like, say, the tennis court at the Elm for practically nothing with that tire, with that recycled tire. So I think, like Jack said, like, maybe think about it before voting on anything.
Yeah, I-
But that's a good opportunity for us to work together.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't, having the additional day for town, or the additional town-wide cleanup, I mean, it's not gonna affect, people are still gonna throw that stuff there, but if we get, if we do it twice, it's, obviously, you're gonna get twice as much stuff, I mean, and it'll, like,
Yeah, Carrie, can
I
you
think
reach
it's-
out to MDS and, tell them, or if you'd like to wait until the full board talks about it.
That's your call.
Yeah.
You can have them come in and the whole board talk to them.
And just reach out to them and
I'll ask
just, this is what we're thinking about exploring, so. Thank you.
well, but back to the second town-wide cleanup day, that's different than what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it is,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, I mean, I think we're fine to go with
Oh,
A
yeah.
fall,
approve
a
it.
spring and a fall cleanup, that's no
yeah,
problem.
sure. Give Todd something to do 2 weekends for,
Oh, he has got enough to do. Anybody else on the floor?
I'll help you with that, Todd, when, let me know.
Rick, you have anything? No, okay. I don't see anything in non-public, so,
Yes.
Yes, there is non-public.
oh, there is. Oh, that's right, yeah. All right. I'll entertain a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91A 311, little A and E.
B,
E,
B as in boy. No E.
no, E, oh, B.
B.
Okay, B is in boy.
Yes,
Sorry.
B as in boy.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, Jack.
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Myself, aye. This time I see no business after this, so this time we'll go into non-public. Thank you.
Could you bring that full report in sometime?